My name is Cayman, and for this How Stuff Works video, I will be showing you guys how to make a dream catcher. So if you want to learn how to make this, stay tuned and I'll go through it step by step. So the first thing that I'm going to go through is the materials that you're going to need to make the dream catcher. So the first thing that you're going to need is just a regular paper plate. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need a hole punch, a single hole punch, but you can also use a 3-hole punch as well, if that's what you have. You're going to need some tape, some string, and then also some feathers if you have some, but if you don't, you can just use some tissue paper or some regular paper, whatever you have laying around. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our plate that we have, we're going to fold it in half like this, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut out this middle part of the plate, okay? So I'm just going to fold it in half and cut along the middle part. Okay. And then you want to just throw away the inside part. So now you have just kind of a hollowed out plate as you see here, okay? The second step that you're going to do is get your single hole punch, and you want to punch holes around the middle part of this, of like your paper plate. So you want to take your hole punch, you want to just like punch out holes. They don't have to be so close together. You can just like, I would say maybe like 1 or 2 inches apart. That would be good, but you don't have to measure it. You can just go around and punch them like so. You don't have to do a lot. You can do a little if you want, just depending on how you're feeling. So I'm almost done. You just want to make sure that when you punch them, you don't want to punch them too close to here so that it'll break. You're going to make sure it's kind of like in the middle. Okay. So I think this is enough. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 9 holes punched. But actually, I think I want to put a few more in the middle here. Just one more. So I have 10. Okay. So about 10 holes punched, and now you just kind of have your paper plate with your holes punched through, okay? So the third step that we're going to do is we're going to take our string. I cut mine pretty long, but you can cut it a little bit shorter. I think I'm not going to end up using all of this string that I cut. I would say a minimum of 3 feet would be good, just because you don't want to not have enough. So 3 feet, I think that would be a good amount, and you can just use the excess for a later step that I'm going to show you guys how to do in a moment. So what you want to do is you want to take your paper plate. I'm going to put the string through one of the holes, just like this, okay? And then on the back end, on the back, I'm going to take a piece of tape like such, and I'm just going to put it on here so that it will stay. Okay. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to tape the back of it just like so, okay? So that after I do that, I'm going to take the end part of my string here. The end of my string, and I'm going to feed it through the holes, okay? You don't have to do this in any particular order. It's just kind of what you feel like you want to do. So I'm going to put it through this hole first, and then you want to just pull it through, and then you want to put it, like feed it through any of the holes that you want to, and you're going to just continue doing this until you have strings in all your holes. You want to make sure that you pull them tight, but not like too tight so that you're going to break it, but you do want it to be like tight through the middle. There we go. We're just going to continue doing this until all the holes are filled. As you can see, I'm almost done. Okay, so on my last one, I'm going to feed it through. I think I got all my holes. I have one more. Okay, so this is how my dream catcher, the middle part, turned out, okay? So what you're going to do is after you feed it through your last hole, as you can see, I have some excess here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. Cut the excess so that so that it looks like this. This is the back of the plate, once again, because you see the tape on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another piece of tape and just tape this down so that it stays, okay? So this is what the front of your dream catcher should look like so far, okay? So the third step that we're going to do is we're going to cut 3 pieces of string. They can be different sizes. 2 of mine are the same size and one of them is a little bit smaller, but they can be any size that you want at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn our dream catcher so that it's facing the back, okay? And on the bottom part, what we're going to do is we're going to tape each of these strings on there, okay? So we have the first string. You want to tape them on the bottom part as well. So we have the first string. Let me grab a piece of tape. Remember, we're going to tape on the back, okay? So we have our first string here. We're going to take our piece of tape, tape our first string on, okay? Then we have our second string. Second string. Then we're going to put it right next to it, okay? I'm going to put mine right here. We're going to take another piece of tape and tape that on there, okay? And then we're going to take the last string and then tape it right next to that one. And once again, like I'm not measuring it. I'm just kind of putting them right next to each other. Then we want to tape that last one down. Okay? So it kind of looks like this so far. So we have the middle part of our dream catcher. So this is the front of it. You have the middle part done, and then you have your 3 little strings hanging off of it. Okay? So we are almost finished with our dream catcher. The last part is just attaching the feathers, okay? Well, actually the second to last part is attaching the feathers. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper, or if you have feathers, that'll be really easy. Then you can just tape them onto the bottom part. But if you don't have feathers, it's okay, because I'm going to teach you how to make your own feathers, okay? So what you want to do is you want to take a piece of paper or a piece of tissue paper. You want to cut it like this. It kind of looks like a flame, okay? You want to make sure make sure that you do cut a flat part so that you can tape it on there, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take this shape. You're going to take your scissors and you're going to kind of cut little like serrations, I guess. So you want to just kind of cut diagonally across to make your feathers. You don't want to cut, you kind of want to stay in the middle of it though. You don't want to cut too far, because we're going to do the same thing on the other side as well, okay? So you want to just kind of make sure that you don't cut through the paper. So you want to just keep doing it all the way till you get to the end. It's kind of just like cutting slashes, okay? So as you can see a little bit, take it a little bit closer. Kind of see like we have just a whole bunch of diagonal cuts, okay? So you want to make 3 of those, 1 for each of your strings, okay? And then what we're going to do now is we're actually going to tape our feather on the string, okay? So how you're going to do that is you're going to take, I'm taking one of the ends of the string. I'm going to take my feather that I made, and then I'm going to kind of just wrap it around the string. So kind of folding the string in the middle of it, okay? And then I'm going to take a piece of tape. This one's kind of long. You don't really need this long of a piece. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the piece of tape and I'm going to wrap it around the string and the tissue paper or regular paper or feather, depending on what you're using. You just want to like wrap it around, maybe like once or twice, and then you can just rip off the excess tape that you don't need. Okay, so you're gonna do that for each of the strings. So that's what it should look like. Here, I'll turn it from the front. That's what it should look like. You're gonna do that for these two, the rest of your strings as well. Okay, so once you do that, you should have your final dream catcher. As you can see, I painted mine just to make it look pretty. You can do, honestly, whatever you want with it. You can color, you can use paint, you can use markers, you can use crayons, color pencils, anything that you want. If you have glitter, if I had glitter, I would have put glitter all over this. But if you have glitter, you can go ahead and use that too. But this is the final product. So thank you guys so much for sitting with me and making this dream catcher. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in to How Stuff Works by the ECC Lab at Cornell University.